And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. So Atlanta will get the first possession. Here is Korver. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from the line. And no good, trying to use the glass. Gay outside, and he's going up for the alley-oop. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. And a chance now to go over to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Hawks on D.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And here is Conley. Back to Gasol. Out to Conley. 4 on the shot clock. Puts up the baby hook. And it's Gasol getting it to go. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hudson. Back to Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. And he's good on the free ball.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Now here's Gasol. Right side Gasol. Abdur Rahim. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Gasol. 9 feet out. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
Here's Hudson. Mutombo. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Mutombo with the ball. Here's Hudson. Now here's Wilkins. Pulls from the top of the key. The rebound by Gasol.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Now here's Conley. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Gasol's in the post. And it's Memphis with another. Here's Hudson. Pass to Wilkins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Wilkins. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now here's Conley. Pass to Gay. Leads him in there. Gasol. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Now Mutombo. Here's the screen. Wilkins with the ball. Here is Korver. Hangs on the trifecta. And that makes it a tie ball game.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Gay outside. Gasol. The baseline jam. First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here is Korver. From about 19 feet. Hudson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. And so he makes both from the line. Now here's Conley. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Swiped away. Wilkins with the ball. Now here's Wilkins. That drops. And here is Conley. Passed again. Connects from three-point range.
Boy, I tell you what, he loves getting looks like that from the three-point line. No one near him. That's a warm-up jumper for him.
And here is Mutombo. Now Mutombo. Here is Korver. Just 5 on the clock. Here is Korver. Misses the 3.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Outside Conley. Passed again. Now here's Gasol. Buried from 15 feet out. He's got 8.
That's 4 connections and 5 tries now for him in what's been a great first quarter.
Here's Hudson. Here is Korver. Down low. Pass to Hudson. Lets it go with the 3. And he gets it to go. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis trailing here. And here is Conley. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Passed again. From 11 feet away. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. And it's the Hawks ball. Here is Korver. Here's Hudson. And Gasol comes to help. Here's Hudson. Wilkins with the ball. Just 4 to shoot. And stolen by Gay. Shot is off. Now here's Mutombo. Pass to Hudson. And here is Mutombo. Here's Hudson. Here's Hudson. Clock at 6. And he gets the bucket. He's got 10.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
Now Conley. Gay outside. Back to Conley. And blocked. But they'll get another chance. Gay outside. Gasol backing down. Second shot opportunity. The Hawks leading. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. Here is Korver. The three cannot hit.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense is taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Plenty of space. Connects. The jumper drops. He's got 7. So it's Atlanta now. Here's Hudson. He's got 10. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. Takes a shot at the elbow. Off the left rim and out. Now Conley. An easy 2 points on the layup.
Hasn't been able to get it going offensively. It's been a slow start for him.
Here's Hudson. Time. With the new group. Outside Teague. Pass to Willis. The steal. Here's Battier. And another basket for Memphis. And so it's Atlanta with it. Trailing by 4. Smith outside. Now here's Millsap. Back to Smith. Pass to Millsap. Here's Willis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. One deep. Millsap misses. And the Grizzlies with possession. To the inside. And he uses the glass on the layup. And here is Teague. Pass to Millsap. Smith outside.
Good. He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They lead by 4. Wells. Pass to Bibby. Knocked away. And stolen by Jeff Teague. The 7-footer falls. Bibby with it. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Back to Randolph. Right side Randolph. Banked in off the glass.
The defender a little hesitant to offer resistance as he bursts to the hoop.
Now here's Teague. Pass to Smith. 6 to shoot. Tipped away. Wells. And here's Bibby. Six on the shot clock. High post shot. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Now, here is Smith. Pass to Millsap. Right side Millsap. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we reached the end of the first quarter. It's the Grizzlies. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And taking a look at the Grizzlies' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing? Memphis leading. Now Bibby. Pass to Randolph. Working on Horford. Outside Randolph. Back to Bibby. Puts up the baby hook. Bank shot, no good.
That's a huge part of what they want to do defensively. Limit his easy chances inside.
Here's the break. Posey rips down the breakaway slam. Here's Teague. Smith outside. Pass to Millsap. Backing him down. Feeds away. There's the bucket. Good.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Grizzlies making a switch here. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Anthony left side. All alone. And he hits the jump shot. The Hawks trailing. And here's Rivers. Pass to Maravich. And it's blocked. Outside Williams. Fires from 14. But he recovers it. Battier cannot hit.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Smith with it. Pass to Millsap. Back to Maravich. Clock at 6. Smith with it. Smith left side. Here's Millsap. Lays it up and banks it in.
And another thing that stands out about him, Steve, he has the ability to score even with defenders draped all over him. He's so strong around the goal.
Randolph backs in. Releases. The short one's on the money. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Now, here is Maravich. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Pass to Rivers. Now, here is Smith. Smith outside. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. 6-point game. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Great open look there. He has 5.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in it.
Here's Willis. Maravich left side. Maravich left side. Shoots. And Atlanta again with the bucket. Here's Williams. Outside Anthony. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Williams. Pass to Battier. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Here is Maravich. Now Rivers. Up top, Rivers. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. And here comes Anthony. Leading by 5. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the Hawks with possession here. Pass to Millsap. Rivers. They set the pick. Smith outside. Just 5 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Anthony. And here is Williams. Posey. And off inside. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
No good from Maravich. Here's Randolph. Here's Anthony. Posey lets the three fly, and that one's good. He's got 5.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Atlanta calls timeout. Inside, Millsap, and he drops in the layup off the glass. He has 6.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
Outside Williams, here's Anthony. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
They set the screen to the paint.
You got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
Not wasting any time in taking the shot and knocking it down.
He's making it look easy scoring out there because he's much more efficient here in the second.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Millsap inside. Battier with the steal. Now Anthony. He's got 7. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Rivers. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Williams with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And off inside. Now here's Rivers. There's the lob to the hoop. Hammers the alley-oop through. Memphis leading. Here's Anthony. Pass to Williams. Here's Randolph. From 6 feet. And off inside. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. He's got 8.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Here is Maravich. And he banks in the layup.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on him.
Back to Williams. Pass to Battier. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
It took him a little while to get into the flow of this game, but now he's definitely found his stride and rhythm.
Rivers with it. Now Rivers. Unloads from 9. Smith outside. Clock at 4. It's good from about 19 feet. 6 points for him. Here comes Anthony. He has 7. Pass to Battier. Post. And that one's good.
He's done a nice job, a great job actually, of finding efficient shots here in the second. Shooting percentage always a function of the kinds of shots you get. And he's on a good roll after struggling a bit in the first.
Maravich with it. Now here's Rivers. Back to Smith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
Millsap with the steal. The jump hook. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They set the pick. Pass to Battier. The three. And that one's good. He's got 11.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
Here is Maravich. Right side, Maravich. Smith outside. Back to Maravich. Shot clock at 6. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Here's Williams. Pass to Anthony. Here's Randolph. He's covered by Willis. Randolph can't hit. And here's Maravich. He's got 6. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Willis. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Randolph. He's got 8. Outside Williams. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap. And here's Atlanta. Down by 12. Outside Maravich. Smith outside. Pass to Rivers. And here's Maravich. He lobs it up. It's deflected. Millsap. The layup off target. Battier with it. 11 points in the game. Anthony right side. Blocked. And so that brings the first half to a close. Grizzlies. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but, you know, anything can happen. Nice game. Great performance by Shane Battier. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball, leading by 12. Gay outside. Gay left side. Pass to Gasol. Back to Conley. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Poke loose. Here's Hudson. Here is Korver. And he gets it to go from the high post. 5 points in the game. Memphis with the ball. A 12-point game. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Back to Conley. Gay outside. Is it alive?
A guy like him cannot be left alone around the hoop. If you do, it'll be buffet style all day long. Plenty of seconds right there.
Pass to Hudson. Here is Korver. Here's Hudson from past the arc. And that one's good.
And here's another thing I've noticed. You know, sometimes at the defensive end, he'll come out of nowhere to make a play on the ball, blocking a shot from behind when the shooter had no idea he was there.
Back to Conley. Here's Hudson. 13 points in the game. Covered by Conley. Here is Korver for 3. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Nothing but money for him to start the half. They've made all 3 of their shot attempts.
Here's Conley. Off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Gay outside, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Time called here. The Hawks to Wilkins backing him down. Hudson. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Wilkins. Pass to Wilkins. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Korver. 8 points for him. Count the bucket. 10 points for him.
It would be 4 in a row for them now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Gay right side. Here's Conley, poked away. Hit it. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. And the layup falls.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in the second half. That's 5 straight makes.
Now here's Conley. Gay right side. Backs him down. Puts up the baby hook. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's his first trip to the line. The first one falls. Gay hits them both. The Hawks trail it. Here's Hudson. 13 points in the game. Pass to Wilkins. And that is good. 6 points for him.
And they've really come out of halftime with the eye of the tiger. Plenty of fire in their eyes and tremendous focus and intensity.
Outside Conley. Gay. Conley with it. Shot clock at 5. Abdur-Rahim. That's good.
Even with the D lurking, he made it look easy with the soft finger roll.
Here's Hudson. Back to Wilkins. Pass to Mutombo. The stupendous finish in traffic.
One of the reasons they're behind is because we haven't seen enough of that. He needs to become a bigger part of the offense.
Now Conley. Gay with it. And here's Gay. Good. 14 points for him.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here is Korver. And Gasol comes to help. Here is Korver. Hit his leg. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. From outside the arc. Good.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He jumped center stage now.
Conley with it. Pass to Gasol. Now here's Gay. Gay up top. With the lead pass. Gasol. And the shot is good. 10 points for him.
He really made that mismatch pay off. A defender giving up that much size isn't going to be able to put up much resistance near the basket.
Here's Hudson. 13 points in the game. Pass to Wilkins. 5 to shoot. Mutombo inside, and he gets the bucket.
Very nice pickup of the offensive rebound, and once he gets his hands on it, you know it's going back up and back in.
Outside Conley. Rudy Gay on the wing. Pass to Gasol. Outside Conley. A high post shot, and another basket for Memphis. Here's Hudson. Outside Wilkins. Here is Korver. Rocket 6. Grizzlies with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Abdur-Rahim. Now here's Conley. He's got 6. Pass to Gasol. Fires from the wing. The shot, no good. Here is Korver. Right side Wilkins. Right side Wilkins. Here's Hudson. From the arc. The rebound by Gasol. Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Backs him down. Open jump shot off the mark. So it's Atlanta now, trailing here by 8. Here's Hudson. He's got 13. The shot is off.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
Gay outside. Pass to Conley. Conley left side. Conley left side. Lets it go from deep. And yes, sir, that one drops. He's got 9.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now Wilkins to end the drought. And Wilkins puts it in. Now Conley. He's got 9. Pass to Gay. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
That is not a difficult pass. You'd think they could keep it in bounds.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Here's Hudson. There's the screen. Outside Teague. 5 on the clock. Pass to Hudson. Fires the 3. The shot will not go. And here's Bibby. Teardrop shot.
And you know what, Steve? We also have to talk about his shooting. I mean, the fact that he copes with tight D better than anyone is something to make note of. His percentage stays the same, and if he's wide open, he's automatic.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. First one falls for him. The Hawks making a switch here. And both free throws good for Bibby. Teague with the ball. There's a good screen. Outside Wilkins. Pass to Horford. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
Now, here is Bibby. Ball's not loose, and stolen by Jeff Teague. Outside Wilkins. Back to Teague. Pass to Wilkins. 6 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Horford in the post. Horford no luck.
Solid job by them on the glass here tonight. +8 in rebounding.
And here's Bibby. Now Bibby. With the teardrop. And the layup is up and in. 6 points for him.
You know, he didn't need to make the layup complicated. I mean, it's not a trick shot contest, but he decided to go for a little extra flavor on that one.
And that one's good.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Rudy Gay on the wing. Gay left side. Smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Boy, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. It's the Grizzlies. We've got more in store for you right after this. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Atlanta. 11-point game. Here is Korver. Back to Teague. Pass to Horford. Outside Teague. Pulls up. It goes straight through with the swish. Here's Bibby. Gay outside. All sorts of time. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam. Atlanta with the ball. They trail by 11. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Pass to Teague. Here's Hudson. Back to Teague. 5 to shoot. Pulls up on the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here's Bibby. Kicks it out to Gay. Gay left side. No good from outside. Teague with the ball. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Here is Korver. Pass to Hudson. This one for 3. Good.
As long as they keep spraying them from deep, we're going to have ourselves one exciting finish.
Now, here's Bibby. Bibby with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well-executed possession. They controlled the shot. Nicely done.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Here's Hudson. Back to Horford. Clock at 6. Here's Hudson. Pass to Teague. From deep three-point range, the shot misses.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge, too.
Here's Gay. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Now, here is Bibby. Now here's Gasol. Shot's good.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Now Teague. Here is Korver. And Kyle Korver gets the 3.
That is his shot, guys. So you can't just give it to him. You've got to get up on him and get into his airspace there.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Back to Gay. Here's Gasol. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
Now here's Teague. Here is Korver. Back to Teague. There's the triple, and he gets it to go.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
Memphis leading. And here's Bibby. And he drops it in from the low post. And the Hawks with possession. Here's Hudson with the fadeaway. But they get it back. Outside Teague. Teague left side. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. No good. Gay with it. And a missed late.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Pass to Horford. Outside Teague. No good with the triple.
I'll tell you what, you can shake your confidence missing wide open shots like that.
To the middle. Abdur-Rahim. That's good.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Now here's Teague. Pettit. Outside Teague. Korver. Back to Teague. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Now Bibby. Pass to Gay. And the layup's good off the glass.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Now here's Teague. Here is Korver. Shot clock at 6. Back to Teague. For the 3. And that one's good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
Now here's Gay. That's to Bibby. There's the pick. They double him at Horford. Now Bibby. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot denied. Tries to keep it alive. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Grizzlies making a switch here. The Hawks trail it. Here's Hudson. Back to Wilkins. Picked away. Outside Conley. Back to Gasol. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. First free throw is good. He hits both from the stripe.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
Here is Korver. Pass to Wilkins. Left side Wilkins. Makes the lead pass. And the basket by Mutombo.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
Here's Gay. Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
Here's Hudson. That's good.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
And here's Gay. Outside Conley. Back to Gay. Gay right side. Outside Conley. Just 5 on the clock. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Wilkins. Pass to Hudson. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Now here's Gasol. And he gets it to go. Goes in for the tie. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, I agree. Got to use some clock here.
Now here's Conley. Into Marc Gasol. No good. Here's Hudson. Pass to Wilkins. Here is Korver. Korver, no luck. Memphis leading. Outside Conley. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. Four on the clock. Launches it. And he gets it to go.
Well, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Here's Hudson. There's the pick. Head it. Head it. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. And here's Conley. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
You're exactly right. I mean, take care of the ball, work the clock. It's a wrap.
Yep, nice game. And so it's Atlanta with it. A 12-point game. Korver. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. So it's the Grizzlies now. Pass to Gasol. He's covered by Willis. Back to Williams. And the layup is good. Here's Rivers. Maravich with it. Maravich with it. It's off his leg.
Defensive violation.
And it's being called a kick ball. Right side, Maravich. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. So no problem for Pau Gasol.